Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is an absolutely wild Wednesday, and if you saw today's episode of General Hospital, you know exactly why I am losing my mind right now. I literally could not sleep without getting on here to talk to you guys about this. Grab a coffee or a strong drink, let's just get straight into the chaos, because I have thoughts. I cannot believe he did that. I mean, I am sitting here staring at my screen, completely and utterly frozen in shock. We all knew that Sonny Corinthos and Carly Spencer were a ticking time bomb lately, but what just went down in Carly's secret basement is going to go down in General Hospital history as one of the most explosive, toxic, and jaw-dropping moments of the decade. Sonny actually slapped her. He slapped Carly, and before we even get into the sheer horror of that physical line being crossed, we have to unpack the absolute madness of how we even got to this point, because my brain is still trying to process the sheer audacity of every single person involved in this storyline. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up and set the scene for anyone who is still trying to pick their jaw up off the floor. So, Sonny has been super paranoid lately, right? He has been defending his territory, battling Jen Sidwell, dealing with Ava Jerome, and just generally spiraling into his typical mob boss mentality. And because he is Sonny Corinthos, he decides he has the right to just snoop around Carly's house. He suspects she is hiding something related to Valentin Cassadine. But to actually break into her home and go digging around? I am sorry, but since when does Sonny think he owns Carly's private property? They have been divorced for a while now. But no, Sonny feels entitled to know every single thing happening in Port Charles, so he goes creeping around and discovers a literal secret basement. Can we talk about this basement for a second? I have been watching since 2015, and I have seen the layout of Carly's house a million times. Suddenly there's a hidden, soundproof, secret bunker basement? Okay, soap opera logic, I will accept it, because the drama it provided was top tier. But still, so Sonny slowly walks down these dark stairs, and what does he find? He doesn't just find some WSB documents or a stash of money. He finds Valentin Cassadine, the fugitive. The man the entire WSB, including that absolute psycho Ross Cullum, has been hunting down for months. Carly has been sheltering Valentin in her attic and basement this entire time. But that is not even the biggest shocker. Oh no. Because Sonny doesn't just find Valentin hiding out like a scared rat. He finds Carly and Valentin together, and it becomes immediately, undeniably obvious that they are involved. Like, romantically involved? Passionately involved. Sonny walks in on them, and the realization hits him like a freight train. Carly is not just protecting Valentin because of some weird truce or to get back at the WSB. She is protecting him because they are sleeping together. I literally screamed at my television. I know some people are loving this Carval romance, but personally, I am just so stunned that Carly went there. I mean, remember when they absolutely hated each other? Remember when Valentin was the bane of the Spencer family's existence? And now they are having this secret, intense, life or death romance right under everyone's noses. And this is where the scene just erupted into pure, unadulterated chaos. Sonny's reaction was everything you would expect from a narcissistic mob boss who thinks he still owns his ex-wife, but dialed up to 1,000. The rage on his face. He was looking at Carly like he didn't even recognize her. The fury of realizing that the woman he loved, the woman who has stood by him through mob wars, prison stints, and amnesia, is now betraying him to protect his mortal enemy. Because let's be real here, Sonny and Valentin have hated each other for years. Valentin is a Cassadine. Sonny is the mob king. They are oil and water. And for Sonny to see Carly choosing Valentin over the Corinthos loyalty, it broke his brain. But am I the only one who thinks Sonny is being a massive hypocrite right now? I mean, seriously, let's rewind a bit. Remember when Sonny was with Nina Reeves? Remember when he chose Nina, the woman who kept his identity a secret in Nixon Falls for almost a year, over Carly and his entire family? Yeah, didn't work out so well then either, did it? Sonny has betrayed Carly a million times. He has slept with her enemies, he has lied to her, he has put their children in danger because of his mob lifestyle. But the second Carly finds happiness or passion with someone else, especially someone Sonny hates, he completely loses his mind. It is the classic double standard of Sonny Corinthos, and I am so sick of it. So they get into this screaming match. The dialogue was incredible. I will give the writers that. Carly is yelling at him to get out, defending Valentin, telling Sonny he has no right to judge her. Valentin is stepping up, ready to take a bullet for Carly, which, okay, was kind of swoon-worthy, I won't lie. And Sonny is just losing it, calling her a traitor, screaming that she is destroying their family for a Cassadine. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. You could see years of Carson history bubbling up to the surface. All the love, the hate, the resentment, the passion, just exploding in this tiny, dimly lit basement. And then it happened. The slap. I literally gasped out loud. Sonny Corinthos, in a blind fit of absolute rage and betrayal, slapped Carly. He slapped her. I am shaking just typing this, because that is a line you do not cross. I know Sonny is a violent man. I know he shoots people for a living. But to physically strike Carly, the mother of his children, the woman who has literally taken bullets for him, it was jarring. It was disgusting. And it fundamentally changed their relationship forever. I don't care how many times they have broken up and gotten back together in the past. I don't care how many times they have forgiven each other for the unforgivable. You do not hit a woman, and you certainly do not hit Carly Spencer and expect to walk away unscathed. This destroyed any tiny shred of hope for a Carson reunion, and honestly, good. Carly deserves better than a man who uses physical violence when his ego gets bruised. But Sonny wasn't done. Oh no, because a slap wasn't enough to satisfy his bruised ego and his mobster pride. He immediately pulls out his phone and calls Brick. Yes, Brick! Sonny orders Brick to eliminate Valentin Cassadine by any means necessary. He puts a literal hit out on Carly's lover right in front of her. He tells Brick to destroy Valentin at all costs. And we all know Brick. Brick is loyal to a fault. If Sonny says jump, Brick asks, how high? If Sonny says kill Valentin, Brick is going to bring out the heavy artillery. This puts Carly in the most impossible, agonizing position imaginable. She is now standing in this basement, her cheek stinging from Sonny's slap, realizing that she has to choose between the life of the man she is currently falling in love with and the safety of her family. Because if she fights Sonny on this, if she goes to war against the Corinthos organization to save Valentin, she puts her entire family in the crosshairs. Sonny is ruthless. He will tear her life apart to get to Valentin. And let's not forget the absolute mountain of stress Carly is already under. Wait, I need to bring this up because it makes the whole situation a million times worse. Jocelyn is currently being held captive at Windermere by Ross Cullum. Carly just confessed to Lucas that Jocelyn is a WSB agent and that they need to go rescue her. So Carly is already in full-blown panic mode trying to save her daughter from a psychotic WSB director, and now she has to deal with her ex-husband trying to murder her secret boyfriend in her basement? Give this woman a break. How is she supposed to infiltrate Windermere to save Joss when Sonny has Brick staking out her house with a sniper rifle to take out Valentin? The stakes have literally never been higher. I am so terrified for Valentin right now. We know he was supposed to go to Geneva to meet with Z to expose Cullum and save Jocelyn. Valentin was literally preparing to sacrifice his own freedom, to risk going back to Steinmauer prison just to help Carly save her daughter. That is true love, people. He was packing his bags, saying a tearful goodbye to Carly, acknowledging they might never see each other again. And then Sonny just barges in and ruins everything. If Brick kills Valentin before he can get to Geneva, then Jocelyn might die at Windermere. Sonny is so blinded by his own jealousy and rage that he doesn't even realize his actions could indirectly get his former stepdaughter killed. It is infuriating. I know some people are probably cheering Sonny on because they hate Valentin. I see you guys in the forum saying Valentin deserves it for all the stuff he pulled with the Cassadines in the past. But personally, I am firmly on Team Carly right now. Valentin has shown immense growth. He has proven his loyalty to Carly. Meanwhile, Sonny is acting like a feral animal. And it just makes me think about how messy everyone's lives are in Port Charles right now. It's not like the Michael and Jacinda romance, which is just normal dating drama, or Willow being legally married to Drew while she spirals out of control manipulating Chase. Those are standard soap messes. But this Carly, Sonny, Valentin triangle of death, this is next level, mob war, international espionage, blood on the floor drama, and I am absolutely eating it up, even while I am furious at the characters. So what is going to happen next? I am predicting that Valentin is going to try to turn himself over to Sonny to protect Carly. Valentin is a lot of things, but he is not a coward. He won't let Carly take the fall for him, and he won't let Sonny hurt her again. I bet he tries to make a deal with Brick, or maybe he uses his WSB skills to outsmart Sonny's men so he can escape to Geneva and meet with Z. But Carly is not going to just sit back and let Sonny win. She is going to fight back. She is going to use every piece of leverage she has against Sonny to call off the hit. She might even threaten to expose Sonny's own crimes to the authorities if he doesn't back off. I am just so emotionally exhausted from this episode. I need to know what you guys think. Am I overreacting about the slap? Am I the only one who thinks Sonny has completely lost his mind this time? Do you think Brick will actually go through with the hit, or will he hesitate because of his own respect for Carly? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I need to vent with people who understand this show. I will be counting down the minutes until tomorrow's episode. Until then, stay safe, Port Charles fans.